everyone, welcome back and welcome to my kitchen. I thought it would be fun to share 4 of my easy go-to breakfasts, so breakfast that I have every day. I don't know if you guys have the same struggle, but for me, I like to get up and get to work, so I'll just immediately go on my phone and start looking at my emails and just get into work. And honestly, I didn't start eating breakfast until like 2 or 3 p.m. So I don't think you would even call that breakfast anymore. So that is not very good for you. And unless you're intermittent fasting, which I will talk about in another video, eating breakfast is so important to fuel your body for the day. It's so crucial because I remember in the mornings I don't have breakfast. It's like I hit, 10, 11 o'clock and I start feeling this brain fog and I can't think and I can't even work and be productive. So that isn't good at all. So these breakfasts are nutritionist approved. They're super easy and they're a great way to start your day. So the first breakfast that I go to is just simple like yogurt bowl with some nuts and fruit. And honestly, all I mix together is just some whole milk yogurt. And if you guys are dairy free, you can use coconut milk yogurt as well. And basically what I do is honestly just pop it into a bowl. Get some fruits. I love adding whatever fruits are in season. Lately it's been peaches and I am just obsessed with peaches. I love walnuts on my yogurt, so that's what I top on. But yeah, just add it into a bowl. So easy, so simple. Takes like 2 minutes. I think back like, why didn't I just eat this? But I don't know, like those days where you start off and you don't have a good breakfast and a good morning and a good routine. I just really thrive with a good routine, and eating breakfast is part of that. So yeah, just put that in, cut up a peach. I love having fun with it too, and just adding like different fruits and different toppings. One of my favorite toppings is I love raspberries so much, and I'll just like add raspberries. Sometimes I can't always find like good organic berries. They're not always in season. And so I will actually purchase, when they are in season, purchase a lot of berries, and then I will wash them and freeze them. So then I will use them. And I mean, I know that frozen berries don't have near as much nutrients as fresh, but it's better than nothing. And if you can't get berries at that time in the season, and especially in the winter, it is a really nice treat to have that. So yeah, I just throw on, I'm trying to make peach kombucha, which hopefully will turn out, and I can show you guys how I do it. So we'll see. I made kombucha like years ago when I was in school, and it turned out really good, so we'll see. But yeah, just super simple, super easy, and really healthy for you. And I'll show you guys the final piece. And this is the final bowl. So yummy. Man, I'm gonna be eating down after this video because I'm gonna have like 4 breakfasts. Okay, so that's the first one. The second breakfast I love to make is chia pudding. So I kind of just threw all the ingredients here on the table so I wouldn't be like running around in this video trying to find all the ingredients. So all I use, and my friend Shay reminded me of this recipe because I totally forgot about chia pudding and I used to have it all the time. You can do it overnight, so you can make it the night before, throw it in a mason jar, and then have breakfast in the morning and literally not even do anything. It's already in the fridge, ready-made for you. So it's so nice. And you can even make it the morning of, and you just wait about 10-15 minutes and your chia pudding is already made for you. So what I like to do is I fill up the mason jar, so I'd probably say like 3-4 tablespoons of chia seeds. I love chia, so I probably fill it up 1/4 of the way. This is just a small mason jar. I'm not even sure how many liters it is. It's probably like 1 liter, I would think. 500 mils maybe. I don't know, it's just like a small mason jar. So I, do about like 3-4 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I top it off. I fill it right up with oat milk. This is my favorite milk thus far, the Khalifa Farms oat milk. I've been loving it. Use it in my iced coffee, and I just, oh, that's all the oat milk that's in here. Well, that should be enough. I might add a little bit more water to top it up, but so I just added a little bit more water because that was the last of my oat milk. I have to go to the store. But yeah, I just mix it all together like so. And then what's really cool about chia pudding is that you can add different things to do like different flavors. So you can have so much fun with it. So what I like to add, and actually one of my amazing customers / new friends inspired me with this little recipe. And she told me she put in cinnamon and cacao powder, and I'm gonna do a little bit of maple syrup. And That just sounds so delicious to me. Like this chocolatey pudding, oh, so good. So I'm just gonna like load up on some cinnamon because I love cinnamon. So probably like a half a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna put in half a teaspoon of raw cacao powder. The difference between cacao and cocoa powder is cacao isn't cooked or heated, so you're getting all of those amazing minerals and benefits. So I'm just gonna add a bit of that in. I'm gonna actually add a little bit of pearl powder in to up the skin beautifying content of this chia pudding. And I'm just probably gonna add like half a teaspoon. Like, should have brought another spoon out for this, but whatever. Okay, and then some maple syrup, which is in the fridge. Really forgot to bring that out. And I'll probably do like a good dollop of it, so maybe like a tablespoon, because the cacao is unsweetened. Okay, and that's it. I'm just gonna mix it up. See, look, it's already solidifying, or I shouldn't say, but the chia seeds are getting gelatinous, so it's already becoming like a pudding consistency. So I'll just give it a good mix. Put this boy in the fridge, and I already have breakfast for the next day. Yeah, I just want to make sure I get all the chunks of the cacao. Shout out to Brooke for this combo. And that's it. That's ready to go in the fridge. And we're ready to go on to the next breakfast. Okay, so on to the third breakfast. I am going to make a Greek, like Mediterranean inspired omelet. And this is one of my favorite things to do. This one takes a little bit more time, but it is so good if you're craving like a savory type breakfast. And again, so easy to make. So all I use is like one little small red sweet pepper, which I'm already dicing up. I'm gonna put a bit of parsley in it, a little bit of feta cheese, some olives, so to make that like really delicious, kind of like Mediterranean fresh omelet. So it's so good. I'm just gonna make sure I get all the little pepper seeds out of here. I love adding herbs to food because they just give it such an, again, nutrient boost. Herbs are so good for you. Parsley is one of my favorites because it's just so fresh and so delicious, and I just love it. So I'm gonna cut up the pepper. I'm gonna get like a couple sprigs of parsley to throw in. I love keeping my herbs, as you can probably see, in a little glass mason jar in some filtered water. It actually keeps them longer. And you know when your herbs get all like, I say herbs and herbs, whatever. But you know when your herbs get all slimy when they're in like the plastic bag, and I'm trying to cut back on plastic too. So I find that this just keeps it for so much longer, and it looks really cute in your fridge too. So that's really nice. So I'm just gonna cut that up. I'm gonna cut up a couple olives. Yeah, this is gonna be so good. These are just organic green olives. And then I'm gonna mix up the eggs. And then we have the feta here, which is ready to throw in. So I'm just gonna use 2 eggs. Usually it depends on, like sometimes I like to make a bigger breakfast that will be more of like a brunch, and I'll have 3 eggs. But today I'm just gonna do 2. Add a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. And I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper, which I left in here. Pepper and salt, definite must. Mix up the eggs. As the eggs are mixed up, I just heated up a frying pan with a little bit of butter, and you can also use coconut oil as well. I'm just gonna make sure that covers the bottom, the butter. And we're gonna turn the heat down to low. Pour the eggs in there. And we're gonna let that cook up until it's pretty much cooked. I don't like, the worst is when you like make an omelet and then the eggs are still kind of like there's some raw egg in there. It just grosses me out. So I always like to make sure it's really cooked. So I'll get some feta cheese out. And again, when I'm cooking, as you guys can probably tell, because I'm like a super ultra clean freak, I just like to clean up, and dishes are not my favorite, but I try and keep things clean so it's just easier to cook the next meal. Okay, so the omelet is really underway. Just cooking here. I'm actually gonna put the camera over here so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so the omelet's pretty much ready to throw the toppings on. I'm just gonna grab them here and put them on 1/2. I love to use sheep feta. I find that it is really easy to digest, and You're avoiding the dairy as well. But I really like sheep. Sheep just really has that like authentic Greek taste. Okay, so now I'm just gonna flip over the omelet and just let it cook for a couple more minutes. And that's really it. Okay, just need a little water break. Now that the omelet is finished, we'll move on to the fourth and final breakfast. So this fourth breakfast is making your own cereal or granola. And this is something I love to whip up. It's so easy to just go in the morning, grab a bowl of this with a bit of almond milk, throw on some berries, some banana. So it is so easy and so good. And it's a great meal for my husband before he goes to work, so he actually eats something. So the first thing you're gonna do is I put together, just melted over the stove on low heat, some coconut oil, some butter. So I would say about half a cup of butter and coconut oil. So I think I used like half and half of each. And I kind of just throw everything in. I'm trying to remember the ratios. And then I put in a half a cup of raw honey. So I put that there, made sure that all melted on low heat. And I'm just gonna pour it over some oats. So I would say, I don't even know how many cups of oats this is. It's a lot. I don't even think I made enough of the liquid for it. I just threw a ton in here, we'll see. But I would say this is probably close to like 10 or 12 cups of oats. So I'm doing a lot, and you can really make an amount that is good for you and your household, or if it's just you, like you obviously don't need to make this, you can cut the recipe in half and do like 6 cups of oats and like half of this mixture. I'm just gonna mix it all together. I might actually have to make more of the butter mixture because it's looking a little bit dry, and you just want to lightly coat it with that mixture with the honey and butter. And then basically what we're gonna do is we're going to cook it on a cookie sheet, which I have just right over here, in the oven on low heat, like 250, 200, 225, 250 for, so any one of those heats really. I'm probably gonna do it on 250. And I'm gonna leave it in there for about 4 or 5 hours until it's just really crispy, like a granola cereal. And yeah, this is something that you would make ahead, obviously, and it would be all ready for you in a like airtight container that you can just go to and have every single day. So yeah, I think I might have to make more of the oil and the honey mixture for this. So I would definitely recommend probably looking towards like 1 cup of butter / coconut oil. And again, like I'll just leave it at a half a cup of honey because that's pretty sweet. Half a cup, 3/4 cup of honey, and for like 12 cups of oats. So you guys can like have that depending on how like big of a batch you want. I just wanted to make like a massive batch, as you can tell. And I'm just gonna liberally put cinnamon on it. So I should really just open it and dump it in. I love cinnamon so much, and all the benefits of cinnamon for your hormones, for your balanced blood sugar. It is amazing for you. So I probably say like, you know, go crazy, do what you like, but like I'm probably doing like 2 tablespoons, 2-3 tablespoons. And then again, you can add in some vanilla. I added about, I would say like a tablespoon of vanilla extract, just organic vanilla extract, and that's it. So all I'm gonna do is mix this guy up, put it on the sheet. And another thing that I made that I wanted to show you guys is I made some candied pecans. So what I added is about, I think I did 1 cup of pecans. Like, I think I did 1 cup of pecans. I did about 3 tablespoons of butter, and I did probably 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And I just mixed them all over in the frying pan until the maple syrup and the butter mixture thickened. And then I just flatten them on some parchment paper, and I'm gonna put them in the fridge to harden, and that's it. So I'm gonna mix this in. What's really nice with the cereal is you can add a bunch of different like seeds and nuts and, you know, different raisins, like whatever you like. Once this is cooked, because I don't want to cook these, I want these to remain raw, so we're getting all the benefits from it. But I'm adding in some pumpkin seeds, some organic chia seeds, and some hemp seeds afterwards. Once this is done, and then I will add in the pecans as well, and it will be like a really yummy, delicious like maple pecan cereal. So yeah, I'm gonna continue just mixing this up, flattening it on this simple cookie sheet here, putting it in the oven for about 4 or 5 hours until it gets crispy at like 225. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I do videos. So I'm aiming for 2 videos a week, and let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys would like to see or like to hear me talk about. Bye guys.